Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we have another match in between of Unicorns of Love and Royal Heroes. Two German teams which are killing it recently, and now we have finally those two meeting up against each other in a best of two. This is the first match which I'm going to show you guys. At the end of the video, obviously I'm going to show you guys the entire result, like of match 2 as well. But we'll take a look at the first attack, which is going to happen from Royal Heroes, and those guys are just incredible with those dragons. And especially, they are the first guys where I saw the skeleton and dragon combination the first time. Like, I don't know if they came up with this, but they were the guys who actually brought, in my opinion, brought this up. And they're just the kings with this strategy. So I'm super excited to see this already in the first attack. Loons and dragons are coming in, and so far this is looking incredibly good because the king found the top side. He did not got the craziest value like building wise, but he created really nice pathing. Now the skeletons in the core, tanking both scatters, tanking the enemy queen. They are tanking so much. Incredible skeleton spell value over here. And if you guys are wondering why are people still using skeletons and not maybe like freezes, the reason behind that is skeletons are like the skeleton spell are lasting longer than a freeze. And if you stack like 2 to 3 skeleton spells next to each other, they're spawning non-stop skeletons, and heavy defenses like scatters, enemy heroes, enemy single frame towers, things like that can be easily distracted. And that's what he's doing over here, and this is looking like a crazy overkill. As I promised you guys, those guys are not messing around with any dragon attacks. They are just insane. We have the Royal Champion at the bottom side still alive. We have another freeze. We have a ton of dragons, and this is going to be a crazy overkill in the first attack already. That's exciting. That's exciting. A great start into the match, and this attack was just unbelievable. Such a great pathing into the core. Really nice work with those skeletons, tanking both scatters and the enemy queen. That's some great value, Royal Champion ability, and this means this is the first triple in this war. Let's go. Next attack is coming in, and Unicorns of Love, they're more like the type of team which is running a lot of super witch attacks, and they're having great success with that. So let's see how successful this is going to be. They're actually using still the lightning. A lot of people said the lightning is going to be dead pretty much, but hey, they're still using the lightnings. So let's see how effective this is going to be with the super witches. He is having a couple of super ball breakers in as well in his army composition, so let's see where exactly he's going to use those. It seems like that he wants to enter into the tunnel compartment. That's the setup. That's the goal he is going for. Witches are placed, and he's one thing which I always noticed: super witch attackers are always stacking their super witches, because with stacking their super witches, it means the eagle is going to like go onto the super witches 100% basically, and this means that the healers are going to switch as well, because if the healers having like a ton of troop space or like a ton of hit points on one space, they're going to switch. That's the same thing when you're doing a queen charge hybrid, for example, and 1 million hybrid troops are next to your queen and the healers are randomly switching. That's the reasoning, and that's why you're stacking your super witches on top of each other. So far this is looking great. I think he's going to wait for the Inferno Tower to drop for the first super wall break. Yep, there we go. The first super wall break is going for the tunnel compartment. The second one, that's the important one, and that's going for the core. That is huge, because this means his troops have access to the core, perfect wall break location, and then he can jump into the back end, and this is looking great so far. The only problem which he has is the enemy queen at the top side. The enemy queen is there, like, she is giving his troops so many problems. Not only the enemy, like his own king already died, but his own clan castle troops already died as well, the troops from the siege barracks. So a ton of troops which got killed from the queen. Really unlucky that she stood over there behind the wall, but now the super witches are taking care of her. The royal champion around the top side, and now it's all about time again. We have 1 minute left. And super witches sometimes can still crush this base, and sometimes they just run out of time in the end. So let's see how quick of an attack this is going to be. Royal Champion is taking care of some more buildings. At the top side, there are some more wizards. A cleanup headhunter, which is not the quickest in the world, but still, it should be alright, hopefully. We have the queen at the bottom side, still with her ability. The witch is going through that wall in the core, and this is not looking too bad. All of the walls are open, which means the queen can access everything. Queen ability now in, and he should use that last freeze to protect his royal champion. He needs this DPS for the backhand. 22 seconds left, and this is looking great. Another nice freeze for this archer tower to make sure that the giant skeleton is staying alive. 14 more seconds, and this should be the first triple as well for the Unicorns of Love, and this is a great start into the match. Both teams tripling right away. And this is giving me more excitement for the rest of the match. So let's see for the next attack, which is going to be a Queen Charge hybrid. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Let's see what this is going to be all about. So dropping the blimp, he's taking the death damage on the blimp onto the elixir storage, onto the bomb tower. Not the best targets for those, especially you want to take care of the expo. So maybe you should have dropped it a little bit more different. And now it's all about the queen. Is the queen going for the elixir storage? That's the question. If the queen is going for the elixir storage, she will never come back. And she's actually going for the elixir collector. Okay, that's great. Now the wall break. So far, so good. And now it's all about those cocoons. Okay, red mine is up there. Now it's all about the funnel. The funneling is not really done just yet. So let's see if he's actually making that anytime soon. There was a Yeti somewhere which got placed, but it died apparently kind of quick. And this Expo is basically on 0 HP. He needs to take that down. Black Mine is hitting those healers. His second Black Mine. Those Black Mines were placed so perfectly. Oh my goodness. Such an awesome placement of those Black Mines, because he had the defensive buildings more towards the outside. This means those Black Mines could have not been triggered by any cocoons. So this is perfect base building by Unicorns of Love. This is how you want to bait queen charges, making sure that those cocoons cannot get to the Black Mine spots. That's awesome. And now it's all about the queen. How much more value can she get? But I think she's going to die really soon. This one expo, we're giving her some bad trouble. And now it's all about the entry into the tunnel. One healer switching. Okay, there were actually two healers, so there's one healer still alive. But still, I have to say, this is not looking the best. The queen charge was pretty much baited. Really nice job by Unicorns of Love. But now, can Stefan somehow save this? Really nice heal on top of the bomb tower. But it seems like that the queen is now luring all of the miners into the base, and this is always a bad thing when you're struggling to get the high percentage tag, because this means the miners are in the core of the base, and that's not where you collect percentages. You collect percentages on the outside of the base, which means you want to have the hybrid going more towards the outside, because you can see it right now. They're in the core, they're getting smashed from every single angle, but this means there are no more percentages which he could get, and this is going to end up in a really low percentage attack from Stefan from Royal Heroes. This is quite unfortunate, but still really nice base building. You have to admit that. It was a great bait. It was a great bait by Unicorns of Love. Really nice queen charge bait with the Black Mines over there. Nicely placed. He's trying with the super wall breaker, getting one more building, which he actually got. So great job over there. But this will be 72% in the end, which is quite a low percentage. But let's see, the war is not over yet, not even close to being over yet. So let's get to the next attack, which is going to be another dragon attack, but this time from the Unicorns of Love side. So let's see if they're as effective as Royal Heroes with those dragons. And he's actually bringing Super Wizard Blimp, which to me makes no sense, to be honest. He's trying to place the next invisibility spell, but the problem right now is all of those buildings are 2 tiles apart, which means those super wizards are useless. Take a look at the value. This value was horrible. Once again, such a great base, but at the same time kind of confusing why you choose to go with the super wizards over there, because it's always the 2 tiles in between of the town hall and the closest building. So there was no chance for the super wizard to get a ton of value. So that was kind of confusing. But now let's take a look at the dragons. Dragons so far were crushing bases. So let's hope those dragons can somehow get far into the base. And we have actually an Inferno Dragon coming out of the defensive clan castle. You guys remember this annoying defensive troop, which was kind of strong before the super minions got added to the game? Yep, that was the Inferno Dragon. And now it's somehow having a comeback, at least in a couple of matches. Royal Champion needs to be added into the air defense. It goes, and now it's all about the back end. But the back end, we still 2 air defenses left. This one air defense is really annoying to be reached, the right one, and scattered as well. So this is not looking the best, and this should be another defense in this war. So starting off with 2 triples into the war, and then now 2 defenses. So bases are holding strong as well. and we have more dragons defending, like trying to somehow get rid of the defenses. But the Royal Champion is about to die as well. There's another freeze for some more percentages, but this is not getting any further. So we have around about the same percentage as Royal Heroes had, but they have still a little bit of better percentage. So if it's now all about the tie of stars in the end, Royal Heroes need some high percentages attacks for the finish. And we have now the Warden trying to get some more buildings. 78. Wow, that was actually, I thought it would be around about closely about 70. But there's like way more buildings going down than I thought. Warden's going down now. 81% it seems. Yep, 81%. I don't think those barbarians are going to make it. So this is going to be 81% attack for Unicorns of Love, which is still better than Royal Heroes did in their fail attack. So let's take a look at the next one, which is going to be another dragon attack. And wait a second, that's actually a combination of skeletons and bats. We don't see those often. So let's see, Royal Heroes, the gods of dragons, what can they do? I have no, okay, the Royal Champion at the top side, taking care of the Inferno Tower and 2 air defenses. That's, I take those value any day. Like, great value, great base identification, I would say, for the dragons. I don't know what you're looking for when you're going for, like, skeletons and bats, but I don't know. And I have to say, I'm not a fan of this E-Drag. I don't know. I feel like so many people are using an E-Drag for funneling. That's 30 troop space, and most of the time you need a Kokodun in front of that as well. So not sure about that. Either way, we have now the skeletons in, actually getting placed into an Inferno, a multi-Inferno tower, but it's all about tanking those enemy heroes, I guess. And you can see Royal Champion is getting distracted, Queen is getting distracted as well. On the top right side, we have the King and the Queen coming in. Now the Blimp for the Town Hall, so the freeze needs to be on, the Warden ability needs to be on time, which it is. And now the enemy Lava Hound is getting lured, so not perfect, but the Town Hall should go down easily. There were actually Yetis in there, so the Hound would have got lured anyway. And now it's all about, where is he placing those bats? Where is he placing the bats? And he's placing the bats actually on the back end Inferno Tower. That's pretty cool. The back end Inferno Tower is now getting tanked by those bats, which means all of those loons can easily access the back end. And this is not looking too bad. I think this should be fine, depending on how the dragons go. Let's see. We have a big group of dragons. 3 are actually splitting off to the left side, 2 to the right. Wait a second, there are a ton of black mines. 2 of the dragons die right away. The last, or like the 3rd dragon is dying now as well from the left group. And now it's all about the Warden, a couple of loons, and the 2 dragons. So let's see how good this is going to be. The Wizard Tower and the Elixir storage on the top side are already low, so that's quite important. But the other 2 storages are full HP. So those 2 storages could be a huge problem for him, because if those storages are going to tank for the Archer Tower like a lot of time, then it could be kind of rough. And Archer Tower is dealing some damage, trying to kill this dragon. Dragon is going for the Archer Tower. Another red mine. What is winning? The dragon or the Archer Tower? The Archer Tower is winning. This dragon has enough hit points to tank the Archer Tower, and this means this is going to be a 3. So it was a close one, but still a great attack. And as I said, those Royal Heroes, guys, do not fail with dragons. Kind of cool idea with the skeletons and the bats, especially I like those 2 bats for the back end. That's a pretty cool idea. But now let's get to the next attack, which is, oh my goodness, Scorpion. Scorpion is coming in with the not with the dragons, with the Lalo. That's always so cool to watch. Like, whenever you see a successful Lalo attack, it looks so easy. And when you're trying it on your own, it looks so awful most of the time, at least when I'm doing it. But let's see how good of a Lalo attack this is going to be. If it more looks like my Lalo, or if it looks more like, a Lalo, which is actually nice to watch. So, Sui so far is looking great funnel-wise. Everything should go into the right direction. He has 2 lightnings and an earthquake. 1 lightning and 1 earthquake, I guess, is going to be used for a Royal Champion trick. That's my guess. And then the 2nd lightning is going to be used for any possible headhunters in the clan castle to take those out. So far, so good. Earthquake is placed. Royal Champion is as well. And the lightning is hitting the Inferno Tower. Inferno Tower is going down. Queen ability. Is she actually getting the enemy queen? Yep, 2 shots and the enemy queen is going down. And this means he got the royal champion. He got the enemy queen down. This Sui got crazy, crazy value. Now we're starting off with the ice hound, which is great. Which is a great idea because as soon as the ice hound is exploding, this means the scatter is frozen as well. And now it's all about those ice pups, which means they're slowing down the attack speed of the scatter. No, that freeze was completely wasted. Like the ice pop, like the ice lava pups actually were able to delay. They were able to delay the shot of the scatter, so the freeze was not needed. And now the loons are not pathing into the town hall. Rage early to make sure that the town is going down. Town is going down during the warning ability, so that's great. Now the slammer is opening as well, and now it's all about the back end. Can those loons smash the back end? He has 1 haste, he has 1 freeze left, and this should be alright, right? This should be no problem for this big group of loons. The haste was not placed perfectly, could have been a little bit more deep, but it should be alright. I think there are so many loons left, and the expert wizard tower has no chance at all. Even the warden is tanking. And now we have the next 3-star coming in for Unicorns of Love. Such a great attack, and that's what I'm talking about. When you're watching those guys who actually can play Lalo, looking great. And that's what we want to see. So perfect Lalo from Scorpion. Except this 1 freeze was a little bit of a waste, but still, it's alright. Sometimes you struggle to see how fast of the scatter shot is like shooting everything. Either way, let's get back to the next attack, which is actually going to be Pekka Smash, but with the lightnings. Okay, that's something which you're not seeing too often. Let's see how good of an entry this is going to be from Illusion. He's dropping all of those lightnings, all of the earthquakes, and the Inferno Tower is gone. So now it's all about the Warden Walk. Obviously, standing in, or like placing a lot of lightnings always means time is an issue because you do not have any rages to speed things up. And he's actually bringing a heal spell. Is that a mistake? That's the question. Was this on purpose, or is this actually a mistake? Maybe it was meant to be erased, especially in this combination. Of course, normally you have those Hog Riders in the clan castle, but still bringing a heal for them, not sure if that's actually worth it. But let's see how effective this is going to be. He's placing his Pekka. The Super Wizards are coming in as well. So far, so good. Now those Pekka need to go inside. And they actually do. Only 1 Pekka is going to the outside. The Rage is getting placed early. Nice Coco to catch another Black Mine. And now it's all about the Town Hall. The Town Hall is actually activated super early. And all of the Super Wizards already died. This is unfortunate. The Warden ability is blocking another Black Mine. This is great. Now the Hog Riders are coming in. The next Rage is getting placed as well. Now it's all about this heal. I still don't know why exactly the heal is in there, but let's see how effective he's going to use that. Queen is trying to help. Royal Champion on the outside. Now the heal in the core. Maybe not too bad, but still the enemy Queen is just wrecking those Hog Riders anyway. So the heal, not sure. I feel like 2 freezes would have been better, but still, attack is not over yet, and it's not looking too bad because those Pekka are just not dying. Then this 1 Pekka on the outside with the wizard take care actually of this 1 cannon, which is great. And now it's all about the Queen and the Pekka, which can take care of the back end. Pekka is over there as well. There's 1 headhunter missing or something for the back end king. Royal Champion is dying to the king as well. Come on, Queen. Come on, Queen is trolling. This Queen is trolling. Come on. The Queen should have easily followed those Pekka. And then this could have been actually a triple. But instead, the Queen is not following. And now this is going to be a fail because the Pekka died kind of quick. They're getting smashed by the King and by the Royal Champion with the combination of the enemy Warden and the Scatter Shot. That's a lot of damage. The healers were not able to keep that up. And this means this is going to be a fail actually. It's going to be a high percentage, but still it's not going to be a triple at all. Unfortunate attack, but still great idea. So I have to say, I do not like the heal. I think I would have liked a freeze or like a double freeze better. And obviously the headhunter for the backhand was missing. Still, 93%, that's not too low of a percentage. So now we need Unicorns of Love as well to fail, like if you want to say it like this, to make this stars even again. So let's see what Rico is going to do for this attack. He's coming in with his Super Witches as well. I told you, Unicorns of Love like those Super Witches. And they're so good with them. Kind of the same story as Roy Heroes with the dragons. That's the same story with Unicorns of Love with their super witches. And actually, not sure if I like the one walk too much, because come on, there are 2 storages over there. He's already like 40 seconds into the attack. This is quite a lot of time, considering that he's using super witches, and all of those buildings have high hit points. So, let's see. Let's see how quick of a queen one walk this is going to be. Now he's starting off with the queen and the witches. And are they going into the right direction? That's the next question. Are they going into the right direction? So far, it's looking good, witch-wise. But is the queen going into the right direction as well? That's the question. That's the important question. Is this queen going into the right direction? The queen is going for the Inferno Tower. What is the next building? That's the question. And she's actually going for the Wizard Tower, which means she should get lured into the town hall. Yep, there we go. That's a great opener. Now, most likely the jump... Wait a second. Not the jump into the core. The wall breaks. What? You can have 2 wall breakers die to 1 wall? I thought the wall break would just go for the next compartment. That was confusing. Either way, we have to jump into the core. The warden somehow died. But we have the queen alive. We have witches alive. This could be still possible. But at the same time, we have only 1 minute left. And we know super witches are slow as hell. The super witches in the core even are going to die because there's like the back end crossfire of those 2 expos. The scatter is actually on the king, which is great because, well, king is nice tanky. Queen is now going to the outside with those skeletons together, and it's all about the back end. He has some witches on the outside. Those witches need to speed things up to make sure that this is not going to be a time fail. The royal champion is trying her best as well. Queen is actually going inside, getting rotated around, spinning around and everything, getting rotated actually into a double giant bomb. Now the healers are in front and getting killed. That's unlucky. Missing the freeze onto the expo, which means the healers are going, or like the one healer is going to die. Trying to speed things up with the queen ability. But guys, I think this is going to be a time fail. This is actually going to be a time fail. And I think we have to take a look at the percentage. Because this is going to be all tied up. And we have to take a look at the last 2 attacks, obviously. So, Royal Champion is trying her best to get some more percentage, but this is going to be finished on an 89%. So, which team has the percentage lead? Let's figure that out. It's 10-10, 1 attack each left, and this is a percentage lead, 1% lead for Unicorns of Love. Okay, Royal Heroes need this triple. They really need the triple, and we have Rip coming in, and he is just a Lalo god. This guy, I already casted a couple of matches of Royal Heroes, and this guy is just crazy with Lalo. He's really, really good with Lalo, and he's just using every single lightning for the enemy queen and the Inferno Tower. That's it. He does not need more value. The queen and the Inferno Tower, that's it for him. And now, let's see what the Lalo is all about, and obviously his heroes. So, Royal Champion in as well. The Royal Champion pathing is quite nice into the scatter. That's surprising. And taking care of the scatter early is obviously a huge thing. Not only for the Lalo, but as well for the Sui. King and Queen are going in as well. Ice Golem is nicely tanking for the King. Now the Queen should follow as well. The Royal Champion is taking care of the Expo as well. That's huge because this means less damage. Less damage on this hero part. Now we're starting off with the Lalo early. But the Eagle needs to go down. The Eagle needs to go. The Eagle has 0 HP, and now finally the King is hitting the Eagle. What the hell was going on over there? Now we have the Lalo starting into the bottom side. He's actually going from the bottom. He has not taken down the sweeper at the top, so I think he counted on getting the sweeper out. Blimp is in as well. And this means with this Blimp, he has no warden ability left. The Blimp needs to get to the town hall. Take the town hall down before the Lalo is getting even close to prevent any damage to the loons, because he needs those loons for the back end. And the town hall should go down. That's great. Tornado Trap is a little bit more towards the outside. That's quite unfortunate angle-wise, but I mean, great attack so far from him. And now it's all about the back end freezes. He has 3 freezes left. He needs to keep those frozen. He needs to freeze the air defense as well. Another freeze for the Wizard Tower. Another freeze for the air defense. This is looking great, guys. The loons should wreck the air defense. Yep, air defense is going down. And this means there's only 2 archer towers left. But those loons are dying. But wait a second. He has his queen still alive. This is the key to Lalo. When you're starting with the Sui in the beginning, with your heroes, a hero dive in the beginning of the attack, and finishing with your queen, even with her ability. That's some great stuff over there. Queen ability is getting used. She should take care of both archer towers, and this means this is actually a 3-star. And this means, guys, for this war, Unicorns of Love need to 3-star. Otherwise, they have lost this war. What a crazy finish. Okay, let's take a look at the attack of Unicorns of Love. And this war turned out into a crazy battle. We have the next attack in. Once again, Super Witches. I told you, Unicorns of Love love those. And now we have Yondal coming in. Let's see. I don't think it's going to be crazy war and walk like for a lot of values. Just about the barracks, the archer tower, and the cannon. Those are the key things he wants to go for, I guess. And then he's going to start off with the Super Witches. It's going to be either from the right or from the left side. I think since it's the eagle and since he already placed the baby dragon at the top, at the bottom right side with his king, I think it's going to be all about the entry into the eagle. And let's see how good of an entry this is going to be. Once again, stacking those witches. That's important. You want to have the eagle onto your witches, which means that you do not want to have them on your healers. You do not want to have them onto your king or whatever. You want to have them on your witches. The reason for that is, if you have them on your king, like if you have the eagle on your king, this means the king is taking damage and the healers might swap to the king, which you do not want, because healers are more effective on troops and less effective on heroes. So that's why you want to have them on those super witches. Now the troops are getting in. Wait a second, we actually saw jumping wall breakers, jumping super wall breakers open up the entire top side. And this is looking really good. Like, he did not use any lightnings, which means he has a ton of spells for this entry. And this is looking like a complete wreck. If the top side can take care of this double scatter. Wait a second, the scatter cannot be reached. What did I say? The scatter needs to go down. Otherwise, this is quite risky. The single front tower on the back end is still up there as well. So maybe I was a little bit too excited for this one. But I mean, he has still a lot of super witches left. The Royal Champion is trying to take care of the bottom side, but the Royal Champion now is about to die because the single Inferno Tower is on her. So the Royal Champion shield. Is he getting the Inferno Tower off the way? And she actually is, but she is going to die with this. We have some Valkyries from the Clan Castle out there as well, but the scatter is still alive, and this minion is not getting to the scatter either. We still have the Queen ability, so maybe that's enough. The top side is getting cleared by the Super Witches. This needs to be a 3-star, otherwise we have a problem. Otherwise, Unicorns of Love has a problem. So, Queen is taking care of the top side. She needs to use her ability, otherwise she might die in her ability. Obviously going for a different wall, which is already damaged, but still, this is going to be a 3-star, and this means Unicorns of Love are going to win with like a 1% lead the first match. That was a crazy one. The second match already is about to start, but we want to check out the last result of the first one. And, well, guys, that was a crazy match. 13-13, small percent, 1% for the win for Unicorns of Love. And, well, actually, the second match got turned around by Royal Heroes there in the end, turning out with 26 stars. On the other side, we have Unicorns of Love with only 25. Either way, it was a great match. It was a really nice match to cast. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as well, because, well, I will be back tomorrow for the next one. See you guys until then, and bye-bye.